What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Franchise, aka one half of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. Later on tonight for our Wednesday night block party, our AEW Dynamite live stream watch along and review. I'm gonna be on here with my boy King Tuco. Like I said, man, Generation Wrestling Podcast. You can find us on all podcast and streaming platforms. Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and so much more. But with that being said, man, what I want to do is hop on here real quick, go over the announced match card for tonight's 2/5/25 AEW Dynamite. And yeah, man, just kind of get my thoughts really quick. And then, of course, like I said, tonight we'll be back on with a live stream to give y'all them real-time reactions, thoughts, and so much more. But with that being said, man, we got Swerve Strickland versus that boy Ricochet. We got Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher versus Brody King and Buddy Matthews. We got Toni Storm versus Queen Aminata. We got Will Ospreay versus a member of the Don Callis family. We got an appearance by MJF, which is scheduled to happen, as well as an appearance from Adam Hangman Page. So, man, really quick, going back to, I think, one of the more anticipated matches tonight, probably the most anticipated match and moment, is, of course, that boy Swerve Strickland versus Ricochet. Swerve Strickland, he's really been in this bag the last, I want to say, 2 years, in AEW. Ever since he's come to AEW, he's gained a lot more muscle. He's really improved his character work, his mic work, and he's really solidified himself as a top guy in AEW. Now, with that being said, you got Ricochet, who, when he first came over to AEW, it was like, okay, we understand why WWE didn't give him a microphone often. But he's turned that whole situation and the memes from the online the internet wrestling community and the in crowd attendance. He's really turned all that hate and being the butt of the joke. And he's turned it into a hell of a gimmick, I must say. This version of Ricochet with the that goofy ass shit, it's so annoying. It's perfect. And Swerve Strickland, to me, is the perfect guy to, if you want to bring out that seriousness and Ricochet. I mean, Swerve has proven he can go toe to toe with anybody. He can go toe to toe with your baby face. He can go toe to toe with your heels. He can go toe to toe with your monsters of the company. Anybody, anytime, any situation. That boy Swerve Strickland is the guy. You can put him in the mid-card situation, he's going to thrive. You can put him in the undercard situation, he's going to thrive. You can put him in that world title chase, he's going to thrive. And he's had his ups and downs as well. But I feel like right now, man, this is going to be bloody. It's going to be brutal. And I'm not really worried about Swerve. I know Swerve and Ricochet from bell to bell, they're going to have a great match. I'm looking at how can we further develop Ricochet? How can we make him a top level guy in AEW? Or how can we make him a top mid-card guy in AEW? Whether that's face or whether that's heel. Right now, the face thing isn't really working. So, okay, you're annoying, let's work on that. You're bald. Let's work on that. You're bald and annoying and short. Let's work on that. You can't really cut a promo. Let's work on that. Let's use that to our advantage in this situation. So I'm very excited to see how that match is going to go. Then we got Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher versus Brody King and Buddy Matthews. These two are formerly of the House of Black. Now I believe they are, along with Julia Hart, now the Hounds of Hell. Again, Tony Khan, the one thing I will say is, when it comes down to it, he knows how to put on a match that people want to see. Come on, Takeshita, Fletcher, King, and Matthews. I mean, on paper, that is just chef's kiss, worthy to even be a pay-per-view level match if they were to go that way. But I mean, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be very physical. Buddy Matthews, to me, I feel like has been solid in AEW. Brody King, I feel like has been solid as well, but now that Malachi Black, Malachi Black, now that he's out of AEW, and now we can really focus on just Black and Hart. I said Black, excuse me. Now that we can focus on King and Matthews and Hart more, I hope that Brody King really gets that push as that monster in AEW that we know he should be. He's athletic as hell. He's strong as hell. He's got the look. He's got the presentation. He's got everything you need. So I look forward to that. Then, of course, we got Toni Storm versus Queen Aminata. Look, we all love Toni Storm. Timeless Toni had one of the greatest runs, not only in AEW, but in just pro wrestling entertainment, period. Timeless Toni Storm was up there with the Bloodline, was up there with the Judgment Day, was up there with Rhea Ripley. You know, as far as most talked about characters and gimmicks and champions during her peak. So I'm very, very excited about that. Then we got the upstart, we got the young gun, you know what I'm saying? We got the African goddess, Queen Aminata, who's definitely improved since day one. Who to me, I feel like she's going to be one of the future stars of not only just AEW, but professional wrestling. Beautiful, athletic, got the look, got the swag, got the gimmick. You know, now we just got to put it all together. And then we put her in the ring with a veteran, a world-renowned veteran, multi-time women's world champion like Toni Storm, who's not only great in the ring, but out the ring and character-wise and promo-wise. You know, Tony's the whole package. And if you could just rub elbows with, you know, a person of that ilk, it says a lot about the faith that AEW and Tony Khan has in you and the potential you have. And then, of course, man, we got Will Ospreay versus a member of the Don Callis family. Will Ospreay and Don Callis not seeing eye to eye. It was only a matter of time. So I'm looking to see what Billy Go, Willie Boy, Will Ospreay gonna do tonight. I know he's gonna tear the house down. Then, of course, we got MJF. He's supposed to appear today. I'm assuming we'll get more shit talking about Jeff Jarrett. Then we got Adam Hangman Page, who it was announced a few weeks ago. He has put Christopher Daniels out of professional wrestling as far as an active in-ring competitor, as Christopher Daniels is now no longer allowed to wrestle, according to the doctors. So with that, you can basically say that the Hangman has effectively retired the fallen angel. But with that being said, man, later on tonight, like I said, about maybe 9:30, 9:40 Eastern Standard Time, Generation Wrestling Podcast, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Myself and King Suko, the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast, will be coming to you live and direct with our Wednesday night block party, in which we give our unfiltered thoughts and reviews on all things AEW. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW. I'm the franchise representative on behalf of King Tuco and the GOW, and we'll see you soon. Peace.